Welcome to a deep dive into the Tahala archival records. You know, if you've been following these intercepted logs from the city's occupation, you know they are just full of unexpected stories.
Oh, absolutely.
So today's mission is to construct an audio dossier for you on one of the, well, most compelling figures from the early entries.
Right. The artificer known as D. Steel Gobbo.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, let's unpack this. Gobbo isn't just your standard tinkerer making gadgets. He's this complex mix of world-shifting engineering genius and, honestly, crushing personal guilt.
Yeah, and to really grasp who he is, we need to picture him. Because the physical descriptions in the logs are incredibly specific. I mean, he is unequivocally a goblin.
A very literal goblin.
Right. We're talking teal-green skin with darker modeling, a fox-like face with a crooked, pointed-toothed grin.
And the ears.
Oh yeah, these large bat-like ears that are constantly swiveling to track sounds. And he's a small guy. Wild, uncombed hair, usually hunched beneath this massive, oversized pack bristling with gears and tools and arcane components.
You rarely see him without his custom interchangeable goggles either, or the heavy grease stains on his fingers.
Never clean hands.
No, never. And, well, we really can't talk about Gobbo without mentioning his shadow, Spider, or, as it's sometimes referred to in the logs, Legs.
Ah, yes, the mechanical spider.
Right, it's a mastiff-sized mechanical spider he built out of salvaged ship scrap, complete with a single glowing blue eye. But honestly, reading through this, that detail always bothered me a bit.
Really? Why is that?
Well, just imagine you were trying to keep a low profile from the occupation forces. Traveling around a hostile city with a giant hissing metal spider seems like a massive tactical error, right?
Well, you'd think so, sure. But remember his background. As a battlesmith, his creations are meant for frontline protection, not just utility.
Right, he needs a shield.
Exactly. That spider is his early warning system and his main method of battlefield control. He needs it because he knows exactly what kind of threat he's hiding from. He's a former engineer from Ironfall.
Which, for those who don't know, used to be the region's premier academic and manufacturing hub before it fell.
Right. And what's fascinating here is the psychological weight of that exact moment when his past catches up to him.
Oh, you mean during the paper trails investigation?
Yes, exactly. In entries 3 and 4.
That really is the tragedy of his story. Gobbo is investigating the Sandpiper, which is this cursed vessel rotting from the inside out, and he makes a horrific discovery in the engine room.
The necrotic power cores.
Right. These engines literally feed on decay, and he recognizes the Series 6 routing codes stamped right on them.
Because those Series 6 codes, they are his. He designed them.
It's just a devastating twist.
It really is. If we connect this to the bigger picture, it's a devastating creator's dilemma. He realizes that his own containment core designs have been completely weaponized by the Golden Lions.
The brutal, totalitarian regime occupying the city.
Right. Think of the historical weight of real-world scientists who realize their peaceful innovations have been turned into weapons of mass destruction.
He thought he was building theoretical, helpful technology back in Ironfall. And now he's staring at his own brainchild twisted into something monstrous to fuel atrocities.
Exactly. He isn't just fighting an oppressive government. He is fighting the ghosts of his own past work.
And it fundamentally shifts his entire approach. He goes from a hiding inventor to a man seeking active redemption. He turns his tools of creation into weapons of dismantling.
Right. In skirmishes, he lays down heavy-ranged firepower with a repeating heavy crossbow. And he uses that mechanical spider to dictate the flow of the fight.
He steps up to protect the very people the Golden Lions are exploiting.
Actively trying to unmake the system he inadvertently helped build.
But here's where it gets really interesting and, well, bleak. The available records take a grim turn in Entry 5. A massive Golden Lion crackdown hits the docks during a freezing rainstorm.
Right, the authorities completely locked down the area. It wasn't just a minor patrol. It was a heavily coordinated sweep by the regime to crush any resistance.
And Gobbo throws everything he has at them. The logs describe him using his custom tech, unleashing fire from his repeating crossbow. He directs his spider to hold the line against the enforcers in the freezing downpour.
He fights desperately to buy time.
He does, but he's ultimately overwhelmed by the sheer numbers. The entry ends with him being dragged away, disappearing into the Golden Lion's custody.
It's such a harsh cliffhanger. It leaves us with this stark, tragic image of a brilliant creator captured by the very war machine powered by his stolen genius.
So what does this all mean? Looking at this archival profile, Dossier Gobbo isn't just a quirky goblin with a cool robot pet. He's a driven figure desperately fighting to dismantle his own corrupted legacy, no matter the personal cost.
And it leaves you with a lingering question to ponder as we close this dossier. If your own greatest creation was twisted by corrupt forces to inflict suffering, would you have the courage to try and tear it all down, or would the guilt consume you first?